I swear to God, I was planning to shove her off the red carpet, not dive headfirst into her mouth like this. That's me, Gwen, the K-pop queen. And that's Candace, nation's angel on the outside, but actually a high-maintenance fox. We were busy fighting for the damn center position. Then, some lunatic throws a shoe, I trip on my heels, and my life is over. Candace is holding me like a lead in some cheap romance flick, and it's lip on lip. The whole world freezes. Camera flashes go blinding white. I can't think. Is this a dream or the worst nightmare of my career? Tomorrow's headline won't be Gwen shines. It'll be Gwen force kisses her rival. Disgusting, right? But her lips actually tasted like strawberries. What is wrong with me?
You'd think after that earth-shattering kiss, we'd be all shy and awkward, right? Wrong. The very next morning at practice, I used my 4-foot-long platinum hair to whip Candace right across her surgically enhanced nose during a spin. She didn't say a word, just kept that angel smile for the cameras. She accidentally tightened my water bottle cap so hard I had to use my teeth to open it. I frowned. What did you do to this? Did you use a hydraulic press? Candace tilted her head, all innocence. Oh, sorry. I started lifting. Need a hand, princess? I snapped back. Get lost. The cap burst open. Candace! Water splashed everywhere. My foundation was ruined. I looked like a soaked cat having a breakdown. Manager Gwen glanced over. Your comeback looks interesting. Manager Candace smiled politely. And your girl looks well rested. Don't let those polite smiles fool you. Manager Gwen's voice dropped. Leak Candace's snoring clip, now. The moment the doors closed, both sides pulled out phones instantly. One side built her image as a dog-loving angel. The other exposed me crying over sashimi. A full PR war. The most ridiculous part? While the world slept, we were both awake, trashing each other online. I was Candace the fraud. She was Gwen hater number 1. We knew each other's secrets too well. I sneaked out just to breathe. Then life happened. A guy shouted, "It's over! I can't date someone with such trash taste!" The guy was standing Candace. The girl was ride or die for me. She threw a latte in his face and stormed out. It was messy. It was hilarious. I couldn't stop laughing. And then I heard another laugh. Candace. Our eyes met. Before I could react, she grabbed my hand and dragged me out. Shut up, idiot! You want a front-page scandal looking like that? That's when I realized she's not just fast. Her grip strength is terrifying. You think I'm enjoying this? I want freedom, but I want money more. My company is drowning in debt. This trophy is the only thing keeping hundreds of people from losing their jobs. Every second of airtime costs a fortune. I glare at her. She glares back. A trainee approached me quietly, handing me a vial. Something that could ruin her voice. A shortcut. I looked at Candace. Then I cut him off. Listen carefully. Only I get to mess with her. Now get lost before I show you the exit. I turned around, and she was already there, watching, like she just read my mind. When others tried to freeze her out during rehearsal, I couldn't ignore it. I stepped in, tore them apart. Saving her felt good. Too good. Hundreds of idols wanted our spot, but against them, we synced perfectly, like we were made for this. I danced, she sang. Together, we dominated. I realized something dangerous. I didn't care about the prize anymore. Watching her smile was enough. Manager's voice cut in. Gwen, losing means death. Your debt will destroy you. Play dirty or disappear. I left her a cup of honey tea with a note. A small sabotage. Nothing serious. Right? But then I remembered her eyes. I couldn't do it. I threw it away. Pride matters. What I didn't know? She heard everything. At the final stage, she deliberately cracked her voice. Then she smiled, like she was telling me,
won't let you fall." And just like that, she handed me the crown. Turns out, being number one wasn't freedom. I was shoved onto a luxury yacht, draped in the most expensive gown, only for my manager to lock me in a VIP suite with a pot-bellied tycoon. I hadn't forgotten a thing. The winner is ultimately just a sacrificial lamb, a pawn to bring in a massive payout for the company. I was cornered. The smell of cheap cologne and greed was suffocating. As that monster lunged at me, I realized the queen title wasn't a crown. It was a price tag. I backed onto the balcony, the cold sea wind whipping my hair. Tycoon said, "Come closer, little bird. Don't be shy. I paid a fortune for that queen title of yours. It's only fair I get to see if the merchandise is as high quality as they advertised." He stood up, waddling toward me with a stride full of arrogance, his breath reeking of heavy cigars and pure rot. I stumbled back, my knuckles turning white as I gripped the balcony railing for dear life. "You look even better when you're scared. That trembling, it's delicious. Your manager said you were wild. Well, I've always liked breaking in a stubborn mare. Now be a good girl and sit down." "Fine. I'd rather be a ghost in the ocean than a doll in your bed." The steel door was kicked open like it was made of paper. Candace stepped in. One look from her, cold, lethal, a literal assassin's glare, and the tycoon was shaking in his boots. She took down his bodyguards in 3 beats. Grabbing my hand, she dragged me to the deck and growled. "Do you trust me?" Candace said. Before I could even nod, we dived headfirst into the ocean. Amidst the freezing water, she wrapped one arm tightly around my waist, using the other to swim powerfully toward the shore. My heart skipped a beat, and then, possessed by God knows what, I leaned in and pressed my lips against hers. A kiss. If she asks for an explanation later, I'll just say I was performing CPR. Yeah, frickin' genius, Gwen. The next morning, I was sitting there, waiting for the police to take me to jail for my contract debt. But then Candace strolled in. She tossed a thick folder on the table, the acquisition papers for the entire company. "Welcome to my empire. I've cleared all your debts." My jaw dropped. Who even are you? "I'm your new creditor, and I don't accept cash. I only accept people." Turns out, spending my entire youth as her rival was my biggest mistake, and my greatest stroke of luck. I have a feeling I just traded one prison for another. It's just that this new one is pretty damn seductive, and it's already locked up my heart.